we're back. So today I want to talk about the idea of masochism, right? Now, what is masochism? Being a masochist, someone that enjoys self-pain, right? Or that's how I see it as, right? So, excuse me. Being a masochist, at first, I was like, hell no. Who would enjoy that? Who would enjoy inflicting pain on themselves, right? In middle school and high school, growing up, you see the videos of emotional children or even adults that get the razor and slit their wrist or something of the sort. I was like, why would you do that? Why would you hurt yourself? And it just never made sense to me. So being the person that was, I don't want to say ignorant, but I will say ignorant. I didn't know what they were going through. I didn't know, the struggles and everything, what caused them to do something of the sort. And so I was always against it. But then I come across Elliot Hulse, one of the main people that influenced me. Shout out to him. Hopefully one day, someday I will meet him, make a video together or something of the sort. We'll do something together. Just put that into the universe, leave it as it be. But he states he's the masochist. So my mind's blown, as I'm watching his YouTube, and I'm getting up close. I'm like, hold on, you're a masochist? And he explains how he's a masochist. So while he's working out, he does fitness videos. He feels for the pain, right? You feel the pain, and it makes him feel alive, something of the sort. I'm like, okay, I see where you're going with that, Then after I watch a video, more quotes start coming along, and it starts to, read up on masochism. So I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Muhammad Ali, he says, whenever he's working out or something, I think he was doing crunches or something of the sort. He says, I only start counting when it starts to hurt. That's masochism. Rich Piana, rest in peace. He says, he does high repetitions. He's a bodybuilder. He says, feel the burn, and for anyone that does working out, you feel the burn, that's pain. Some people, they lift heavy, they're not trying to feel pain. So I did more research, and I found out I would invite, as Elliot Hulse says, I would invite you to try to entertain the idea of masochism. I feel now that I'm a masochist. I love not inflicting pain, the healthy pain. When I work out, I feel the muscle contracting, I feel the burn, the strain I go through whenever I'm squatting, and it's one more rep, and this last rep, my mind just shuts down, and my body's moving, and I go all the way down. It's easy to go down on a squat, but on your way up, you hit about halfway and you're stuck, and you just have to grit your teeth, grip the bar, and just drive all the way up, and just the strain that it puts on you and everything like that, when you actually make it up, even if you fail and fall back, but if you were to make it all the way up and you rack the weight, the satisfaction that you get, you're like, golly, you sit down because you're exhausted, trying to catch your breath, you're sweating, wipe off your sweat and everything, but the satisfaction that you get, like, after all that pain, I made it, I completed the set, completed the rep, and racked the weight. You're something in the struggle makes you stronger, right? So you can look as that was just bodybuilding, or working out. That's just one example. You can think about it as of life. Humans are designed to adapt and evolve in many ways. Charles Darwin said, he did not say those who don't the strong don't survive. He didn't say anything about being strong or anything like that and surviving and stuff like that. Well, he did say surviving, but he had stated that those who don't adapt to the environment do not survive. Why do you think when you go to Colorado, you get more red blood cells, the air is thicker, you start breathing differently, but after a month or a couple of months or whatever, you get used to it and everything like that? We're humans. We're designed to evolve. We adapt to the environment. You come down to Florida. I live in Florida. It's hot. It's hot. But you live here for a couple of years, you get used to the heat. You get used to the 100-degree weather every single day, the tropical weather, you get used to it. You go to up north, the snow, you get used to it. Getting used to adapting, slowly evolving, we're, whatever. So back to masochism, with evolving and adapting, our bodies are so intelligent that because we have this, I'll go back to working out. You lift a heavy weight, what happens? Your muscles get bigger. Why? They get bigger because they need to adapt to having strain on that muscle. So they get bigger, so they're able to deal with the weight, right? Dealing with the weight, adapting. Our bodies are, you can think about it as lazy. Our bodies are lazy. They don't want to work hard. So they get stronger, so they're not, I keep burping. They get stronger so they don't have to work as hard, right? They get used to it. But we need to get stronger and stronger and stronger. That's why we always rack up the weight. That's why we, whenever we're going through struggles, when you're a baby, perfect example. When you're a baby, what do? You start to sit up, right? Then you start to crawl, right? Then you start to stand, right? Then you start to walk. Then you start to run. Now, as you're getting older, you're trying to, make times on running. Maybe sprinting, track and field if you're into that, something of the sort. That's evolution. That's evolving. That's adapting. Don't beat yourself up over it. When a baby falls from trying to stand for the first time, we don't say, "Oh, get up, dummy." We don't say something like that. But then when we're older and you're trying to get, the job that you want, because it's a better paying job, you're, a manager or something of the sort, and you don't get it, we beat ourselves up. I'm not worthy of that job or something like that. I guess it wasn't for me or anything. You try to look for different things. No, keep going. Persist. So that's all to say, masochism is all in different forms, but our bodies evolve over stress, resistance. It's that resistance. You can't, when you're born, you have a shadow, right? You can't have light without dark. You can't have dark without light. Yin and yang. You need the resistance in order to shine. You can't expect to be a big star without embracing the dark side of your life, right? You know, I just watched the video for, you know, a motivational video from Elliot Hulsey. He said, you know, successful people, they don't, it's not that they don't have, you know, a dark side or anything like that. It's just they know how to deal with it. And all this to say, we need to start embracing the negative side. We need to start looking for it and not looking for it as, you know, oh, I need this, you know, this is something that, you know, I have as a crutch. You know, just I don't mean to seem insensitive or anything like that, but you know, being abused, you know, for women and men, you know, being raped, molested, or something of the sort. Please stop using that as a crutch. You know, we all feel for you, but just because that happened in your past, you're not defined as your past. I see you as the one today. You know, I don't see you as one that was raped. I don't see you as one that was abused. I see you as someone that survived something of that caliber and made you to this person. Don't use that as, you know, oh boy. Don't use that as something of, you know, to hold you down. Use that as something to build you up. So that's my little rant. Tell me what you think. You know, give me your opinions, give me your ideas. What do you think about masochism? Are you a masochist, you know, in some shape or form? Did you use something from your past to weigh you down? And, you know, do you need help finding out how to build yourself up? Let me know. You know, yeah. So I'll see you.